Welcome, Wanderers. Tonight, we're still reading from Julius Caesar. Instead of reciting something, I'm going to read a short speech. It's a little longer than I think I'd be able to recite from memory. It's from the very first scene. Julius Caesar has not been seen yet, nor any of the principal characters in this play. But we are going to hear from, I think, one of the tribunes, this guy named Maurelius, who was a tribune, and he sees people on a work day marching in the streets. And he doesn't like it. And he says, "What are you doing here? Why are you not at your workstations? Why aren't you at your jobs?" And what they tell him is that we're here to celebrate Caesar and his triumph. A triumph in those days was a victorious parade that you would receive in Rome if you did something great. Maurelius doesn't like this. He doesn't like Caesar. It sounds like he thinks Caesar is, doesn't deserve this triumph, this accolade. And it kind of sets the tone for the whole play that there's going to be people that are going to be resentful against Caesar and will not like him, against Julius Caesar. So how does Maurelius talk about this? It sort of sets the tone of where the first description we get of what Julius Caesar is going to be in this play is through another character who is definitely not a fan of Caesar's and is resentful. Wherefore rejoice. Wherefore means why. Wherefore rejoice. What conquest brings he to Rome? Oh, I'm sorry. Wherefore rejoice. What conquest brings he home? He meaning Caesar. What tributaries follow him to Rome? To grace in captive bonds his chariot wheels. You blocks, you stones, you worse than senseless things. It's really insulting them. Oh, you hard hearts, you cruel men of Rome. Knew you not Pompey? He's talking about Pompey Magnus, Pompey the Great, who was another general, who was sort of the big man in Rome before Julius Caesar became the big man in Rome and killed Pompey in a power struggle. Many a time and oft have you climbed up to walls and battlements, to towers and windows, yea, to chimney tops, your infants in your arms, a strange image, and there have sat the livelong day with patient expectation to see great Pompey pass the streets of Rome. Oh, they must have, maybe that was something they did back then, is that they would climb up to the roof when there was going to be a triumph. They would climb up to the rooftops and take their kids with them. I guess kind of similar to today. People sometimes carry small children they put them up on their shoulders so they can see if there's a parade or something great happening. With patient expectation to see great Pompey pass the streets of Rome. And when you saw his chariot but appear, have you not made a universal shout? That Tiber trembled underneath her banks. The Tiber is the river, the Tiber River that runs through Rome. That Tiber trembled underneath her banks to hear the replication of your sounds made in her concave shores. And do you now put on your best attire? And do you now cull out a holiday? And do you now strew flowers in his way that comes in triumph over Pompey's blood? Begone. Run to your houses. Fall upon your knees. Pray to the gods to intermit the plague that needs must fight on this ingratitude. It's great.